What's up? I think we're live. How's it going, everybody? We're here with the Coopers, hanging with Mr. Cooper. That was a TV show when I was growing up. We should start another one called Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Hanging with the Coopers. Sorry, we're not misters. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Hope you're doing good. I've been told that we are actually live now. We're going to get some comments rolling in. We got a couple of sweet announcements for y'all, and it's a cool video cut up we're going to show you, and then hopefully answer some of your stuff. I don't see comments yet, but I'm sure I'll be seeing them momentarily. You want to tell people how you're doing? How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. Yes.
Tell them.
I'm doing great. Yeah. We just got home from vacation 4 a.m. this morning.
Yes.
So we're all tan and rested-ish. So yeah, good. We have a show this weekend, so back to it. Let's go.
It's time.
Let's go. Got my Warsaw mug. See that?
I don't have any comments yet, so this might not be working for me. So I'm going to go on here and see if I can see comments on my phone.
So how'd you get the name Skillet?
Hold on, I got to turn this down so I don't see myself. Let's see. Nope, not going to work. Okay. If somebody help me moderate this, if you could send me a text message and tell me how to find comments, because I don't see any comments from anybody. Oh, they said there's an issue with comments. Okay. All right. Well, then I'll just talk while we're waiting. Thanks for joining us, everybody. As some of you know, you may have received a text from us this morning. Now, somebody's like, how do I get a text from Skillet? I'm going to tell you.
We see comments.
Oh.
Wait, tell them.
Tell them what? We got comments.
What you about to say?
Oh, it's my ADD. You can't do that. I'm like,
sorry, interrupted.
Donuts, Dr. Pepper. Yes, we have comments now, by the way.
I'm going to put on reading glasses for this. That's right.
Reading glasses.
I can't see anymore. So much better.
Those aren't reading glasses.
They are.
Those are 1975 gangsta glasses. You're such a gangsta.
We got style and class.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, anyway, I see tons of comments now. But let me just make sure everybody knows. You can receive text messages straight from Skillet now. I'm telling you, it's called technology. Anyway, so let me find on here where you go. So
it's like a 901 number, right?
Yeah. So you can do it two ways. You can send a text to this number. I'm going to give it to you. So you might want to write this down. 901-329-3678. Or you can go to my.community.com/skillet. All right, that's my.community.com/skillet. The number is 901-329-3678. And we are going to send you text messages. So if you already did that, then you received a text message from me this morning saying, guess what? We're announcing another sick tour. And we're so very excited about it. So we'll tell you about I'll answer your questions first. So this isn't just a big ad for my tour, and answer some questions, but it is going to be coming later in the fall. So we'll go back to that tour in a little while.
There's a good question for you. If John is Batman, does that mean Corey's Poison Ivy?
Definitely.
You decide.
No, you look more like Dr. Octopus with your big glasses on.
Hey, man. Hey. He was smart. I'll take him.
Yeah. Dr. Octopus is very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're better looking than Dr. Octopus. Your teeth are much whiter.
Well,
anyway.
That's just DNA.
So, all right. So what do we got here? Well, we got some people. I see it looks like we have people from Ukraine. They say hello from Ukraine. I also see somebody.
Slovakia, Brazil.
Wow. Look at all these countries on here.
Ukraine, hi.
Somebody says, will you come to Europe with Saint Asonia? That would be great. We did just come to Europe, of course, not with Saint Asonia. More's the pity, which means unfortunately, but hopefully we will do it again.
So we love the bands we toured with in Europe. So
we did. We had awesome bands. But we are going to be touring with Saint Asonia again this year. So we'll tell you about that in a little while. What city would you play? What city do you want to play that you have not played? We've not done anything in Spain or Portugal. which
True.
is insane to me.
Yeah.
It's insane to me.
Or South
Africa.
Africa. We haven't been.
Yeah. I would like to go to Spain. I realize somebody asked for the city, but I would like to go to Spain quite a
Yeah,
lot.
we're Americans, so we're bad on the geography. Portugal, I heard, really likes to rock, so I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I
We
don't
have
know.
fans from Spain. If somebody already is like, I'm from Spain. When are you coming? I don't know. We need to. We got some people on here from Russia, Czech Republic.
Hey.
Come to Mexico, someone
Hey.
says. Oh man, what songs will you be singing in your July concerts? Let's see. If we don't play some of our hit songs like Monster, people are going to be really mad. People might throw down. So we always try to do that. But I always try to surprise somebody with a song or two that wasn't necessarily a radio song, but maybe was a fun live one. You know, well, actually, Sick of It. Sick of It was a radio song, but I always like playing Sick of It, even though we haven't played it in a while. Maybe we should add it back in.
Well, you're the boss.
This much is true.
Some band members just got nervous.
Somebody says that I need to cut my, and there's some expletives.
All right.
Effing beard. I need to cut my effing beard. They said
he just did.
I just trimmed it up for this thing. Look how tidy that's looking. Come on now.
We don't even know what he looks like without the beard anymore. That skin could be a whole different color.
What if I don't even have skin down there anymore? Anyway, let's see. Corey, what hair dye do you use from Des Moines? They want to know.
Let's see. I use Joico products for the dye, but I also use like a color wash shampoo and a color wash conditioner. I get it on Amazon. I think it's called Vivid, maybe. It's expensive, but it lasts long. And it keeps your hair looking fresh.
I like how she keeps looking at me to confirm what hair
I should know what it's
shampoo.
called.
She's like, right, John?
Like
I don't know.
The reorder button. So I think it's called Vivid, though. Especially the conditioner. I use that.
Ezra says, as a Christian band, what's it like touring with Theory of a Dead Man? I love touring with Theory of a Dead Man.
Man.
They're good friends. And you know what? I will say this. We just had, truthfully, really good experiences with everyone we've toured with. I can think of very few acts that we've had issues with, where we just didn't get along or something like that. And even if we did, it was never based on things that we believed that were different. It was just maybe more on personality. But that's been so few and far between. I would have to even think about who those bands were. No, I'm just joking. But we've had a great time with the Entertainment. I personally like touring with bands that don't believe the same things as me. I like that. You get to make friends outside of your typical circle, if you will. And I like that, get to meet people that aren't like you. And I just think there's been mutual respect. And we've always had mutual respect for all the bands we tour with. I personally love it. And that also, for anybody that wants to know, that kind of goes along with what we believe about our faith as well, being salt and light. So if you're someone that cares about that sort of thing, then you know what I mean. Yeah, you get to be the light of the world, is what the Bible says. We are the light of the world. We are a reflection of the light of Christ. That's the idea. So anyway, I think that's kind of really cool. So we really love that. Good friends of ours. Are you planning on coming back to Puerto Rico? Man, we need to. My manager's been bugging me for a year and a half. I hope he's watching. Stop bugging me about going to Puerto Rico.
You're in the mix for sure.
I said, when are you going to Puerto Rico?
That we have to go back to.
Yeah, I'm like, we're trying to get it all in. I think, because what happened is now that the pandemic is over, all these shows that were booked, they kept getting like rebooked, and they all get crammed together. And we've got one of the busiest years we've had in a long time this year. So hopefully we will do. Oh, my manager's texting me. Let's see if he's like LOL. That's my manager. He says LOL. Stop bugging me. Anyway, let's see. Guys who want to see John without the beard. There's a couple of people that don't love the beard.
Hey.
What can I say? My beard loves you for free. All right, just letting you know. I can't cut it now because every time we were just on vacation and somebody came up to me and they asked me if I was, and I can't remember the person's name.
He's an MMA fighter.
They always ask me things like, "Are you so and so?" And I'm like, "No, who's that?" And they're like, "He's a UFC fighter." And then I'm like, "Well, no, I got to keep the beard. If I look like a UFC fighter, you know what I mean?" Or they'll be like, "Well, you look like." They'll list somebody that just looks awesome, and I'm like, "Well, then no, I'm not." Anyway, Patrick says he loves the beard. He says I love the breed. But I think he means beard.
He's typing fast. Oh, Japan.
Oh man. Anyway, thank you. Robbie Sharp says, "Leave John's beard alone." Anyway, is there any possibility of going on a tour around Spain? I really would love to. I honestly would. So I hope to work on that. Matthew says, "Where's Fight the Fury?"
Yay.
Fight the Fury and Ledger, which is of course our drummer Jen Ledger, her project, solo project, both kind of got buried underneath pandemic. And it just got buried. It was like we had a plan going, didn't we?
Still have their masks on.
Yeah, exactly. Nice.
We got to unmask them.
We had to unmask the projects. It was so insane. Everything just got pushed under, and everything got so backlogged. I don't know, but I do hope to do Fight the Fury. Definitely hope to do another Ledger project again. Let's see what else we have on here. Somebody says, "What?" Pinhead Central wants to know what inspired the song "Monster." You know what, man, Monster. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
Tell the full story. Tell the full story.
Well,
it's fun.
Well, it is fun, but let's have a serious part of the story, which is I had young kids at the time. Anybody watching who has kids knows what I'm talking about. Having young kids is really hard, and you don't sleep, and when you don't sleep, you just begin to act insane, and you begin to act like somebody you don't like, and you end up having like one little thing sets you off, and you end up having a bad day and yelling at somebody or doing something stupid. And that was that time of my life, and just not wanting to be that person, not wanting to be rude to people who do not deserve for me to be rude to them, wanting to be a different person, and knowing that's wrong. That's not who I am. If you want to know what it means, and for anybody who cares in biblical terms, I would call that more like the effects of the flesh. That's that old man. The Bible calls it the old man. Original sin. There's lots of different ways you can say it's the old man. I don't want to go back and be that person. I want to be changed by the light of Christ. I want to be a new person. And sometimes you go back and you act like the old person, and that's not good. So that's what Monster was about. The funnier side of it was that I wanted to write something about that sentiment, but I didn't know what to write it about. And I got the idea when I was watching the movie The Hulk. Not the lame one. There was a terrible one with Nick Nolte. That was a terrible film. And then my friend was like, "You got to go see the new Hulk." And I was like, "There's no way I'm going to see the new Hulk, the one with Edward Norton. There's no way," because the other one was so terrible. And I went to see it, and I actually loved it. And anyway, go see that one with Edward Norton. That's a good one. And the baddie's looking. He shot himself up with all this stuff. He's the one that ends up becoming Abomination. But he's looking all crazy, and somebody's like, they look at him like, "You don't look so good. How do you feel?" And he's like, "I feel like a monster." And then I was like, so do I. And I'll write a song about it. Booyah! Let's see. What is? Oh man, they're going. Question for John: who's your favorite band of all time? Somebody else asked about this as well, so we'll both answer. My favorite band of all time is Yes. If you don't know Yes, they're awesome. And you might hear it and be like, "I can't believe that's John's favorite band." Progressive, classic rock. What's your favorite band of all time?
Early U2, and I distinguish early U2 from lots of things that have come later, but Joshua Tree era, War era.
So U2 is the answer,
Yeah.
but if you wanted to know the era of U2 that you liked, it would be the earlier era.
Exactly, because it was mostly more influential on me when I was younger.
Absolutely.
So
Joshua
it had
Tree.
the feels and the lyrics.
Corey brings the feels in for Skillet. I bring in the metal. Let's see. Will there be music videos for some older songs like Burn It Down or Finish Line? Interesting.
Oh.
Probably not for Burn It Down, even though you never really know what could happen. Maybe some young 12-year-old will sing a copy of Burn It Down on TikTok. Like Papa Roach did, like they did with Papa Roach, and all of a sudden we'll be hugely famous with a new 10-year-old audience.
Finish Line, do you know we have a new version of that song out? So you should check that out with Adam Gontier.
Oh, the new version of Finish Line is so sick. And Adam Gontier, singer for Saint Asonia, formerly from Today's Greats, he's amazing on it. Go check it out.
So more likely, and not that there will be a video for that, but that's more likely.
Absolutely. In fact, let me check the time. Hold on. We've been going to 12:16 already. Let me announce a couple of things to you real quick. I already told you about the Skillet text. If you want to get text messages from the band, then that's the way to do it. All right. So I already announced that. I also need to
Say happy birthday to that person.
Yoshi, happy birthday if I'm saying the name right. Okay. So now it's time for your ADD to come out. Yoshi. Anyway.
She's been there, or he has been there the whole time.
All right.
Sure about this. Anyways, keep going.
They've
Sorry.
always been here in our hearts.
Wow.
Anyway, you'll be in my heart, Tarzan. That's for Jen.
Phil Collins.
That's for Jen Ledger. She's watching. She likes the Tarzan songs. Okay. My heart will go on and on.
Is that Celine?
That's Celine Dion, Titanic. So we went from Tarzan to Celine. Never been done. This is why you come to our Q&A chat. You never know what's going to happen. All right. What was I talking about?
Sorry.
Announcements. Yep. We just announced we are doing another leg of our tour with our good friends In Theory of a Dead Man. Saint Ansonia is back on the tour. You guys, if you came to the tour, hey, send me a comment so I can know if you came to the tour for watching the one that just happened this year. It was absolutely, what do the young people say these days? Off the hook, off the chain, sick. They don't say any of those things.
Probably not.
Because I'm old. Anyway, I know what they say. It was very groovy, baby.
It'll make you do the gritty.
We just heard from our daughter. She's like, there's this new trend called the gritty. So we literally heard that last night. I don't even know what it is yet, but anyway, it's pretty funny.
I don't know how to do it either, but
either way, it might not make you do the gritty, but the tour was amazing. And we had it was an amazing tour, sold out shows. It was so off the hook, and people kept saying, why is this tour going so amazing? And here's the thing. It was such a positive tour. I think people are looking for hope. People are looking for something positive because let's just face it, we're living in a really difficult time. I mean, the last few years has been insane, and it's getting weirder every minute of every day, and people want an escape. And I think Skillet is can I brag on Skillet? I think we're the best band in the world for that. Skillet has always been so positive. It's been our concerts are like community. And whether you're religious, not religious, no matter where you come from, whatever it is, people come to a Skillet show. It makes them feel a part of things because we're singing about hope. We're singing about the future and not giving up. And even on our songs that might have something dark about it, like Monster, that's a darker message, but there's always this tinge of I'm reaching out for something more. We don't want to stay in the hopeless place. We want to come to the hopeful place, and people like that. And another thing, frankly, I think a lot of people are open to spirituality now because of the last few years. Doesn't mean they necessarily believe like I believe. Doesn't mean they're a Christian. They don't necessarily believe all the things that we believe, but they are open to something spiritual because we live in a time that is basically killed all spirituality, and all of a sudden people are like, well, there's no hope without God. There's no hope is there anything else that matters? I think that all that plays in to why this tour was so successful. And we did it with bands that might not believe the things we believe, that sing about very different things we do. And I personally think it's good. I think it's another thing people are looking for in America. Can we come together and find any commonalities? We might not believe politics the same. We might not believe religion the same, but can we come together as human beings for something positive? And I personally think that that's a very good end goal for a rock and roll show. So the tour was absolutely amazing, and it went so good. Everybody and all the bands, we got together at the end, and every band member for all the bands were going, when are we doing this again? This is so amazing. And so I am so thrilled. Go check out the dates, skillet.com. We just today, tickets, VIP, all went on pre-sale. And just so you know, the VIP tickets on the last tour sold out. So if you want to get VIP tickets, which I hope you will, you need to go do that now. Okay, so go to skillet.com, use the code PANHEADS. That is the code that you get to get into the early pre-sale thing. So go do that. Go buy your tickets, and I hope to see you there. And one more announcement. I'm very excited about the video. You're here. The reason you're at the Q&A, we're about to show the video. Corey worked really hard on this thing. She was like, we got to get camera crews out to film Psycho in My Head live because seeing Skillet live is, I think, special, and that's what people.
Oh, yeah, we like to give our fans extra, content, social media assets. We do this for you, and we have lots of friends that are young and talented and hungry, and we're like, hey, come on, let's do this, people. We got it mixed. So it's a live mix. Sent it to our guy, and I was like, I've got about 5 shows worth of audio here. Do you think you could get me a mix tomorrow? And he was like, Nick Rad, okay, sure. Mixed on, video edited. Evan Smith kills it.
So basically, we're giving the fans what I would call a little something, something.
Little something,
something. Little something, something. And
yeah.
by the way, listen, I'm sorry I was wrong. Pre-sale starts tomorrow at 10 o'clock a.m. I believe it says 10 a.m. So I'm sorry about that. Tomorrow, go get your VIP tickets or regular tickets using the code PANHEAD. Starts tomorrow. So today, in just a few minutes here, the countdown's beginning. We're probably 60 seconds or 90 seconds away. We're going to show you the live video and live recording. Somebody already said, the bass sounds good on here. Yes, we finally have a recording where the bass sounds like my bass does live.
I know,
very difficult to do in the studio.
Our guitar tones in the studio take the room.
They're just huge, which is good. But you know what? This sounds like Skillet live.
Yeah.
So I hope that you are going to like it for that. So anyway, those are the announcements I need to do. I'll answer 1 or 2 more before we end here. Let's see. Somebody says, where do you get your inspiration to write songs? How do you manage the lyrics to rhyme? The lyrics rhyming is harder than the inspiration. But we always write songs based on life, conversations with our family, with our friends, with people in our friendship circles, or sometimes from fans. I've written songs from conversations with fans too. I just want to write something that's real, something that I believe, something we've been through. Would you agree with that?
For sure.
That's how we do it. Making it rhyme is the hard part. Let's see what else we have. Somebody says, could you play a song from Collide on the Theory tour with the tour? I'm not sure if we can do that, but I will see what I can do. I'm sorry.
That means no.
I would like to play Forsaken.
Ooh.
Yeah, Forsaken would be a really
rocker.
good one. Danielle says, I was listening to Saturn. That's old school Skillet. That is old school Skillet. What else we got? Somebody says, hey, I'm from South Africa. Please consider touring here. I would. We had a gig scheduled in South Africa years ago, and it got canceled 10 days before the tour, unfortunately. Let's see what else we have. Hello, Catherine. Somebody says, Catherine with a K, like Corey with a K.
That's right. K's rule.
Somebody says, come back to Portland. I feel like we are coming to Portland on this tour.
It might
with
be
Theory
the Air Force. Oh, no, it's the Air Force Base. I don't know. Check the website.
Check dates. We may be doing that.
We might be.
Somebody says that we're a source of motivation for you. That's very kind. Thank you so much. So glad to hear it. I believe it. In just a second, we're about to go to this countdown for this video. I just don't want to miss.
Oh, we missed it, right?
No.
23? Okay.
Well, they're going to come on and click this off. So
gotcha.
It's going to be happening very soon. John, does your beautiful robe still carry on?
It does.
Oh, man. The song does. The point of the song, though, is that hopefully my beautiful robe does not carry on, because now we're clothed in the robes of Christ. That's the point of the song. But I'm so glad that you listened to the old school Skillet. I love you. Would you do a tour of Pop Evil? Yeah, we toured Pop Evil, I think 3 times. And I love Pop Evil.
Yeah, they're
great people,
great
good friends. I love the music. And I would love to do that again.
Okay, time to say goodbye.
We got to say goodbye. Don't say goodbye. We love you guys. Thank you so much for coming to the Q&A.
Bye, guys.
Get your tickets. We will see you there
soon. Check out this video.
Peace.